Today on SLEDHEAD 24-7. Ride with us as we test and evaluate some 2016 utility sleds from Arctic Cat. Find out why Ram is our truck of choice. And join us as we check out a cat collector and collection unlike any other. The AMSOIL Dominator is one-on-one racing for $10,000. What pro comes out on top? We'll have that and much more on this episode of SLEDHEAD 24-7.
Keep the counter steered and then just control it with your body weight. Just ready for another
Hey Sledders, welcome to another episode of SLEDHEAD 24-7, the show all about snowmobiles. I'm your host Carly Applin, coming to you from Motorsports Plus right here in St. Paul, Minnesota. Lots to get to on this show, so let's get it started with some 2016 sled evaluations.
Today we have a chance to go out and ride Arctic Cat's new utility sleds. And Shane, what are you thinking so far?
You know, I'm pretty excited to be able to test out this new Bearcat LT 3000. Brand new 65 horse 4-stroke power plant. Really a great entry-level utility sled.
No, they are nice, but don't forget about my favorite, the Bearcat Groomer Special. They've had it for a number of years, but this one has been totally revamped. This thing will groom trails, make your buddy smile.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go put these things to the test.
Let's go do it SLEDHEAD 24-7 style. Some key features on the new Bearcat LT 3000. You'll notice the skis, they have their new powder ski, utility ski. It actually is wider in the front, narrow in the back, so it steers nice, but yet keeps the tip up for flotation. Nice big windshield, I really enjoy that on a cold morning. And you still even have a mountain bar on this for tipping it if you need to, get in some tight situations, which you know we all do.
It's completely been redesigned. Brand new motor, that LT 3000, 65 horse class. Really, smooth power plant. Great execution for what this sled was built for. The new chassis, it's really just a great all-around utility sled.
You know, the ergo, they went to like a mountain seat that actually feels really comfortable. You get on this sled and ride. A lot of sleds you'll get on, these utility sleds, and you feel, just clumped up, or you just don't feel right. I know I get on this sled and I feel real comfortable. The ergos are nice.
On top of being a comfortable seat, it's also big enough for two people. You combine that with the new running boards, got great snow evacuation, some great traction, a little bit of built-in storage comes with it. It's really just a great entry-level utility sled. Creature comforts, usable, and at the end of the day, it's gonna get the job done.
That's right. Arctic Cat did a bang-up job on this one.
You know what, there's a lot of great utility sleds in this segment, but we all know that Fish's favorite sled is the Bearcat Groomer Special.
Oh, Rorge. Oh, Rorge. But you know what? We got a winch up front. We can pull anything out. Well, you know, they totally revamped this snowmobile from a new chassis, new power plant, from the skis all the way back to the articulating rail. This is a whole new machine, and I think it's a hit.
It's pretty fun to play with, pretty fun to, feel out some of the features. Built-in winch on the front end, like you said, the new 10.8 ski. Little flashing lights to keep you safe on the trail, and like I said, all around a great comfortable sled.
On the groomer itself, you have two adjustments basically for putting pressure down on the front teeth to get them to bite in and bite into the bumps, and if it starts getting bogged down, which is very hard to do with the super low range, you can raise up the front and actually put a little more, less weight on those teeth. And as you raise it up, now you're just panning a little bit more. And if it gets to a point where you really need to go like you're on hard surface or tar, it has a set of wheels that'll take weight off the pan also to make it wheel around real easy.
If you're in the market for a new ride, make sure to check out the OEM websites. Lots of great deals, rebates, and incentives to get you in the ride of your dreams.
Still ahead, visit a cat collector who likes to share the passion. And who will come out $10,000 richer in the AMSOIL Dominator? Find out next on SLEDHEAD 24-7. SLEDHEAD 24-7 is brought to you by AMSOIL, the first in synthetics, Polaris, Terrain Domination, Arctic Cat, Share Our Passion, Skidoo Snowmobiles, FXR, World-Class Outerwear, and by Ram Trucks, Guts, Glory, Ram.
For close to a century, the hallowed hills of Spirit Mountain in Duluth have hosted the start of the Snocross season. The AMSOIL Dominator showcased the best one-on-one racing on the planet.
It's a head-to-head bracket style. The top 8 from last year are automatically entered, and then they take 8 more guys, and then take the top 16 and race head-to-head.
Tucker Hibbert, you have a lot of wins on your record, but the AMSOIL Dominator is not one of them. What are you going to do to secure this tonight?
Just got to keep doing what I'm doing. You know, I feel really good. The sled's working awesome. My whole team, Monster Energy, Arctic Cat, Ram Truck, is putting in the work, so it's up to me, I guess.
And they're racing! Tucker with a bit of a nose in the hole shot, but not enough to get away from Ross, who's quick through the whoops.
Boy, Martin just held on there and squeezed the trigger. Look at Martin just pulling away, and Tucker trying everything he can do, but Tucker just falling back. Ross the Moss Martin makes it into the final.
Ross Martin did the upset. The 8-3-7 of Ross Martin transfers directly into the finals by upsetting Tucker Hibbert.
This is a sprint, not a marathon. Do you have to be willing to take more risks out there for a race like this?
Yeah, definitely. I think I held my breath the whole race.
Well, please don't do that for the finals, okay? Good luck out there.
All right, thank you.
And the last chance at a spot in the finals is underway, and these two are racing. Tremblay!
Just out of control. I almost thought he was going to come off his sled. There's a tri-square underneath him.
Tremblay holds him off through the dogleg and down the hill. It's Tremblay, it's Hibbert, it's a drag race, and Tim Tremblay holds off Tucker Hibbert. The 2015 AMSOIL Dominator has gone green. Pauline, Ross Martin, Pauline with that hole shot. Here comes Tremblay!
Tremblay on the inside.
How did that happen?
Oh!
Tremblay is your leader from the back row.
It's called dollar signs.
Tim Tremblay on that AMSOIL sled has your lead from the back row and over the AMSOIL finish line. But Pauline has got something to say. Inside goes Pauline.
Oh, contact.
Tremblay, the big, strong sledder, hangs onto it, and up the hill he goes with a big lead here in the AMSOIL Dominator.
Boy, that contact actually helped Tremblay because Kyle went outside, and still when you look at Ross is a ways back. Look at Tremblay now, 1 lap left to go. He is out huge. Is the three-peat about to show us the way?
$10,000, 1 lap away for Tim Tremblay. Pauline still back there, but nowhere near reeling in Tim Tremblay right now. Over the Air Force flyaway one final time.
Half a lap left to go. Around the corner, he'll come down the Ram runaway. Trying to catch him. It ain't gonna happen. It's three-peat, baby.
Tim Tremblay on the number 11 over the AMSOIL finish line will win the 2015 AMSOIL Dominator.
Saw one line that I should have used if I was going to go in the final, and I was able to take it the first lap up the hill and get side by side and take the first place from the first corner, and never look back. And it was just really awesome again, winning again. So pretty happy and couldn't be happier 3 in a row.
still ahead. Visit a cat collector who likes to share the passion and find out why we chose Ram trucks. But first, let's check in with AMSOIL, the first in synthetics.
One of my favorite things on a Monday morning is to get together at work and we talk about the weekend's ride. And without a doubt, somebody always brings up the fact that they got first tracks on a fresh groomed trail. So it got us to thinking back at AMSOIL, what goes into that? What do we need to get that fresh groomed trail experience? So we went to the Range Trail Committee and we asked them, what are you guys experiencing with your groomers that any kind of problems that we can help you with? First of all, there's 22,000 miles of groomed trail in Minnesota. Range Trail is in charge of 52 miles of it. When they're grooming, they're out at night, they're out in extreme cold temperatures, and the first thing they told us was that the hydraulics don't work until we're 7 to 8 miles down the trail. So we got to thinking, we do what we do at AMSOIL, and we looked at the needs of this groomer. How can we help? So we looked at the fluid that was in it, and it obviously wasn't doing what it needed to do. We looked at our cold temperature products and our cold temperature hydraulic oil, and we swapped it out. One of the first things they saw was the hydraulic oil worked immediately. The hydraulics came to life, no need to drive down the trail. Everything was working like it should right from the start. So smooth trails means happy riders, which means more riders, which means that's good for the businesses, that's good for the towns, that's good for everybody. These guys are out there every day working, providing that trail experience for the rider. For more information on our cold weather products, check out AMSOIL.com.
Every rider needs a truck to haul their toys, and Ram Truck has stepped up huge in the sport of snowmobiling. Let's find out more.
We're out here with the ISOC racing team, and you know what? Ram trucks are a great fit for these kind of fans that come to this event. What we're doing here, we got a great display of some of our trucks. I've got my Ram girls here generating surveys and all sorts of leads and information on trucks. For a snowmobiler that's towing the snowmobiles, either on a trailer or a payload in the back of the bed, we've got the best payload in the industry with 30,000 pounds, of course. Any of our trucks, either half-ton, three-quarter-ton, or 1-ton, can fit any need that a snowmobiler may have, pulling his truck or putting it in the back of the truck. We love the grassroots effort like this. We want to get to the people that use our trucks, and that's why we are so good at doing these kind of events.
No other truck has ever won the Motor Trend Truck of the Year 2 times in a row, and the Ram truck did. Nobody's ever done it. So that kind of tells you everything you need to know.
This is the exclusive Eco Diesel, so no other brand besides Ram has an Eco Diesel in a half-ton truck, so it's unbelievable. What's great about this truck, it's got an 8-speed transmission and a shift dialer. It's an electronic transmission, which makes it really easy to shift it from park to reverse to drive. We've got an 8.4 screen, big screen that has Navi in it. We've got backup cameras in the trucks. We got 60/40 seats in the rear that fold up with a flat floor and lots of storage underneath there. And of course, you can get leather, heated steering wheel, heated seats, all those kind of creature comforts in a truck that you would expect that any luxury car would have, you're gonna be able to get in this truck. The relationship with ISOC Snocross has been fantastic. We got a great relationship. They love using our trucks.
When you're traveling across country, like I said, when you're going from South Dakota to New York and you only have 2 days, you really can't have a mistake or a hiccup. You can't have things break down because that ultimately affects your next event. We never have any issues, and they're always dependable and they always come through for us.
You know, one thing you see this at SLEDHEAD 24/7, we are all over the countryside bringing you product evaluation, different riding destinations. What gets us around? our Ram does. This baby is great. It's got all the creature features a guy could ever want in a truck. It's got more stuff than most luxury cars have in it, from heated seats, vented seats, heated mirrors, to heated steering wheel, to the full navigation, climate controlled dash. This thing does everything we needed and then some. The thing gets mileage and has plenty of power to pull whatever we need. What's really a cool feature on this thing is loaded. In fact, when we're driving around, I mean, there's times where we got to get video and content back to the office so they can get it going and get it ready for a show. This has a Wi-Fi system in it, so we can actually go online as we're going. Plus it has 110 plugins to power our computers, power chargers for the cameras, our GoPros, all our big cameras. I can't ask for anything more than what this Ram has to offer.
With tons of features and lots of power, I can see why anyone would buy a Ram. Head over to Ram's website and build your truck today.
Up next, we take you to a garage like no other, and check out a vintage collection. Stay tuned. SLEDHEAD 24-7 is brought to you by AMSOIL, the first in synthetics, stud boy, traction with an attitude, straight line performance, Ziegler Cat, exceptional service backing the best equipment, the U.S. Air Force, aim high, and by Speedworks, straight up USA horsepower.
If you like snowmobiling, then you're going to love this next segment. Take a look.
I'm Tom Ishii. I have a Arctic Cat collection from 1969 to 1980. We started out restoring a couple trail sleds about 15 years ago. We pretty much started searching for all the race stuff. I think it was the heydays of snowmobiling from 69 to 81. From full steel chassis to aluminum bulkheads, aluminum tunnels, 3-cylinder motors, up until the liquid cooled from 74 on up. It's been a family deal, from searching for the stuff, looking on eBay for collectibles, driving all over, finding leads on sleds, buying them.
It's something we all can enjoy together. You know, my mom grew up riding sleds too, so we've all kind of done it our whole lives, so it's something that we can all share.
So it's been a fun journey. We have a variety of a lot of different stuff from the mugs from 79, late 80s, some of the keychains. They had some of the Cat Pride stuff. They even had some dishes in the early 90s. Yeah, what we have here is a lot of them considered it's a 1972 Arctic Cat Turf Tiger, 50 units per size. They were ran on alcohol. They had a bogey wheel suspension with a full rubber track. Okay, what we have here is it's a 1970 Arctic Cat Puma. It's got a 793 Hearth motor in it. You know, when we found this, it was north of Thief River Falls, up by Warren, Minnesota. It was an all-original sled. Tag and everything is correct on it. We totally restored this probably about 8-9 years ago. What we have here is it's a 1969 744 Panther, and we put the sled together for Roger Jansen for the 50th anniversary at Eagle River. He won a world championship with a sled similar to this in 1969. It's a neat piece. When we put this sled together, we went up to Roger's house, and he even gave us some original parts that were on his sled back in '69 to put on this one. He said he hadn't been on that track since 1969, and it was really neat to see him go back out there, and his family was there. It was a fun weekend. What we have here is Actually, a 1974 Snow Pro. It was the first year of the liquid cooled that Arctic Cat put out. We restored this about 5 years ago. I bought this from another snowmobile collector. It turned out really good. There's probably a handful of about 14, 15 74s between the different engine sizes. They made a 340, they made a 440, and they also made a triple 650. It's a story, you know, some of these sleds are, you know, pretty much raced 1 year, and things changed so much over the years, even like from 1971 to 1974. There was such a change in these race sleds. What won on Sunday is what sold in the showroom on Monday. Arctic Cat came out with so much stuff back in the 70s and early 80s there. It's kind of overwhelming at some time. It's a fun thing. I mean, old or new. You know, get yourself some old ones and take them to the local shows and go on vintage rides. It's a lot of fun.
All good things must come to an end. That's it for this episode of SLEDHEAD 24-7. Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube page. I'm Carly Applin, and for all of us here at SLEDHEAD 24-7, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the snow.